Hey guys, welcome back to AFK Journey. So in today's video, we are taking a look at the new season, giving you guys my thoughts around it and my general summary of just the first sort of hours little playthrough that I've done over on my mate Nico's account. Massive shout out to him for letting me borrow his account for this. So let's talk about it. First of all, the amount of free shit is amazing in this one. So I am really excited. And I'm trying to not sound too excited because when something's new, it's always more exciting. But you know that feeling when you get towards the end game of a game and then there's nothing to do and your resources just dry up and you just get bored? There was a lot of people in the comments with that over the last week or so when they'd completed the main game. But this season basically just resets everything. Now, I do think there is going to be a threat of that happening at the end of every season. If seasons are meant to be 4 months long, like they said, I feel like when we base the pacing of the base game, which took me as free to play, what was it, 32, 33, something like maybe 34 days to complete everything. If I'm then going to have another 2 months to wait after that, that would get really dry. But at the moment, this is very promising, and I'm hoping it stays alive for longer than that 30-day period. But I am loving what they offer in the season. So let's take a look. The first thing that I was hoping for would be renewed amounts of income, summons, diamonds, just everything. And that looks like we're getting it, because if we look at this, I'm only in the first 2 zones at the moment, but you can see all the little gold chests around the place. If we click on those, if we can click on it, yeah, there it is. Dude, I just want to see what's in it. Okay, I can't check. Scrap that, dude. How do I go back to my map? Anyway, you get it. There's the little gold ones around the place. There's a lot of them. Cool beans. We also have exploration rewards. Once again, they have changed this, so now you do get diamonds for these ones instead of the what do we used to get, trash gear, whatever it was, and you do get something in the mail for all the other ones that you've done, because they do change to diamonds, and they also change to be essence up here. So that's a great thing for new players as well. But the other thing we get is we get the big chests. Let's see if I can click on it. There you go. So these are going to give us more epic pools. So our epic pool income goes up again. So it's literally like starting the game over, except you have a bunch of characters at high investment. So it's kind of like starting the game as a mini whale where you've got high ascended characters, but you're all level 1. And I think that is awesome. I really love the fact that it feels like I'm starting fresh. Now, it does feel a bit foreign to me, but that's because I'm playing on my mate's account. This is not my account, so I'm not familiar with it, and that gives me a bit of a weird taste. It feels like I'm kind of cheating because I got all these max characters, but I got to remember, when I get on my account, the account that I've been playing through, you're going to feel more comfortable with that. Once again, I got 4 days I think it is to wait for my account to get in here, but I just think the whole feeling like you're restarting the game is a great experience, and the amount of rewards that we're going to get is fantastic. Like I said, most games you get to this point and then there's nothing to do. It gets really stale. You're just logging in day to day, not really doing too much. But now in this game, it's like you're getting revitalized in the game, and I love that. Now the other thing is, and I've got a bunch of things to talk about. I'm just going to scatterbrain around. The world, it feels like an expansion. It genuinely feels like an expansion. The way they take you into the new zone with a cutscene and a quest line and stuff like that, and all the different enemies, it just feels different. And you've got these iron jaws that you can make bash through walls and stuff. It's really cool. The other thing we have is something really cool that I liked. If we go over, say here, we've got now we've got vertical play, where you can actually go up. You can rock climb over there, and then you can go down these little sand dunes. So I love that kind of stuff. I think it is really cool. And we've got a bunch of new enemies that just make, like I said, it just feels so fresh. It is the best way to put it. It does. They've done a really good job of making it feel like an entirely new expansion type feel to the little RPG side of it. And I think that's the thing that's gotten a lot of people enjoyed in it, is the expansion feel of it. And we got all the new enemies. All new enemies are on theme. I can't wait to see what they do with future seasons as well, just off how well they've delivered this so far. We got dudes it's like Reese's little friends in these battles. But It is quite incredible. I really do love it. Once again, I'm in the dead ass honeymoon of this quote unquote expansion. So, you know, maybe you'll get a video from me in a little bit saying I was wrong and it's trash, but I honestly don't think so. I really like it. So let's go through like the revitalization of the game. Once again, your levels restart. So you go back to leveling your characters. Now, your investment into signature, exclusive equipment and stuff stays, your ascension stays. So like I said, it feels like you're a mini whale because you've got investment into characters. But besides that, it literally feels like starting over fresh. We've got the fresh artifacts. Now, these things started costing a hefty amount of gold. Let's get it to level 10 and see if it stops. Okay, so you can get them up to level 10 with gold. Now, the gold is carried over from your main game. So I've got 38 million on my mate's account, so that's where we're at. But we do get these other ones. They do have new effects. Immediately restores 20% of lost HP to the 2 weakest allied heroes. When the allied hero's HP falls lower than 50%, protects the... You get what I mean. Like, these are different effects. So you have new artifacts as well. We obviously have new gears, so we got the new gearing system. So it's all feeling super, super fresh. Now, if we go over here into this, we have new Dream Realm. So it looks like they're just adding the 2 world bosses in here as enemies, but it's a completely different fight, so there will be a whole new meta for this. So keep an eye out for videos on this as well, because these are going to be a lot different to the way we did the world boss fights. Because just for instance, I just slapped a random team in on Nico's account just to have a look at it, but basically watch this boss. And just watch how, like, as soon as he summons wolves, it's not like in the world boss version where, you know, it's not until like towards the end of battle his wolves start doing damage. Just watch this. They're going to attack Smokey, aren't they? Yeah, look how quick Smokey starts getting tapped. Oh, he did manage to live. We did manage to live. That's pretty clutch. Let's see how we go. But yeah, those things start doing damage, so you're really going to need the protection. Like, Coco's going to be, once again, another massive thing in this. Unfortunately, Nico's Coco's at like 2 copies, so we don't have the greatest power coming out. But we need to get a Coco ult, which we're not going to, and watch what these wolves do. They just absolutely massacre me. So... very, very interesting. I am looking forward to theory crafting teams for this and working through the free-to-play progression on these bosses as well. That's pretty cool. So that is that one. Let's see how we went. There we go, rank 147, nice. But you do get a ton of resources through here. Once again, we're getting a bunch more dream fragments, which is awesome because that means we're going to get more progression in the shop. Allow me to, you know, get characters upgraded quicker. It's really nice. Honestly, I'm really impressed with this. Then we go over here and we've got now 5 of 9, 5 of 8. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that's the date. That's the date. My bad. I'm an idiot. But we do have this. This is the rewards. So I don't believe there is a standard rotation of the Dream Realm. I believe the Dream Realm just closes. Or, like, I'm not sure how it works because it said you've got to have beaten like all the rewards in endless mode to unlock this. So I don't know if the people that haven't done endless, whether it stays there on rotation and then you can get this. I'm not sure exactly how this works, but I can't find a way to get into a standard Dream Realm rotation at the moment. So take that for what you will. I'm not too sure exactly how that works at this stage. Now, if we go into the Legends trial, once again, this resets. You're working through a fresh tower. So once again, if you look at rewards, you can see we got some different rewards up here. I'll have to progress through a tower to see what we actually get and rewards. But once again, you got fresh rewards coming out there, which is fantastic. Now, on my account, I haven't actually finished the Legend Trial. I wonder if I'll be able to still go back and finish the original one. I'm not too sure. Once again, I'll test a bunch of that stuff out later on. But don't forget, we do have the Supreme Arena coming as well in the future, and then also Jura's Trials. So there is a bunch more coming once again. But then if we just jump back over here, it becomes your standard process. You keep cruising through. Now, you're just going to basically progress your AFK stages. You're going to have miasmas blocking different sections, as you can see here, and I've got to clear AFK stage 76 to progress through this miasma. This one over here, you see I need to get resonance level 30, and it is the same system of the game. Now, I'm curious to see what you guys think. Now, this is obviously only 3 maps, but like in the main world, you only get to do, like, you only see so much, and then the rest open up once you complete it. So once we complete Ashen Wastes 4, you'll probably get a whole new area open up that you can go ahead and explore. There'll be all that sort of thing. But like I said, I really love this feel of it feeling like I'm starting the game again, but I've just got a bit of a boosted account because I got my characters at their investment. I think it is really cool. I can see how some people might get frustrated where it feels like, oh, you know, all the leveling and stuff and the gear you've done kind of gets null and void. But I'm not too sure exactly how all the game modes work. Like Trial of Abyss, it shows me at my the level of my the season level, but it doesn't compute on why it would show that. So I think there might be some visual bugs, or I just got to figure it out, understand it better, and I'll get it back to you guys. But like I said, this is I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. There's just so much to it. It feels like, you know, I can just grind the game. I'm just so sad that my account's got another 4 days to wait before I can get in here, because I'm going to feel like I'm behind the game the whole time. But in general, I think this is absolutely fantastic. It's really cool. The only downside to the season really is that we didn't all get in there at the same time. Like I said, my main account, I'm just so shattered because no matter what it's going to be hard for me to want to play that account, because no matter what I do, I'm going to be behind. So I'm probably just going to main Nico's account from now on and not tell him. But that is where we're at, guys. That's my first look at the season. I think it's fantastic at this stage. I love what they've done with this. It beats just having a stale end game where all you do is look at bosses and then try and maximize your boss damage, your arena damage, and that's basically it. Like that's all the end game would have otherwise been. But now we get to re-experience the whole early game and story, and dude, I just think it's fantastic. I am loving it. Let me know what you guys think. Once again, I'm firmly in the 1 hour honeymoon. It could be an absolutely horrible take, but I think it's quite fantastic. I think we're going to get a ton of free summons, a ton of resources from this, and I feel like this loop of getting all these resources just keeps it flowing. Now, I would expect... Now, the other thing is, we've got the Elsa banner. We don't have the Soren banner. Soren is not even in the game. So I would expect that he would be our first A-level character on the rate up, because if we go to the... if we go to the tavern... in the info on these ones, it says if it's an A-level hero, then you get 8 times the character when you get the rate up. So it wouldn't surprise me if we do see Soren as the next character in the rate ups. And I'm anticipating, how long's the Elsa banner run for? See, 20 days and 12 hours. Let me know what you guys think. Like, is that long? Especially if we're moving into an A-level character next. That would be like one character every 20 days. I'm used to AFK Arena where it's one character every 2 weeks. And if it was an S level, that would make sense. But if not, that would be like one S. If they're going S level then A level, that's like one S level every 40 days. And I feel like that might be a bit slow on the progression of characters, unless maybe Soren does drop after, say, 14 days, like instead of 21 days, so 2 weeks instead of 3 weeks. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see, because I think the thing I'm most curious about is how expansive this this season map is going to be, because 4 months, it just feels like a long time. So my only concern is that we do dry up and then we get to that point of having nothing, but I'm still incredibly grateful that the seasons exist and we do get to have this experience. So once again, that's my initial thoughts. You guys let me know what you think after watching this. Like I said, I'm firmly in that honeymoon, but I am just enjoying it, even though it's not even my account. If this was my account, I'd be enjoying it more, because I would be smashing out all these chests. I know you guys saw my map where I had chests not collected. Listen, I went and collected them. But if this was my account, I'd be smashing out all these chests and just popping summons, like just trying to get as much as I can. But the other fantastic thing about this is, you know, if you do want Elsa, but you don't have the summons, it's kind of like starting over. I feel like there's going to be a heavy amount of gem income as you complete story. You get those 500 gem increases. Now we get more gems from exploration. We get more gems from the chests themselves. But and when I say exploration, I mean the completion of exploration. So it's like you will be able to get a lot of gems and possibly, you know, get a good progression into summoning for Elsa based on that. So once again, and don't forget, check your mail, because like these are compensations for the exploration previously. And Nico hasn't explored much at all, so there would be much more compensation for those who have been completionists in this. So that is really promising to see, and then like a look at what we could be getting in the new exploration once we clear the map. But once again, my only concern is how expansive it is and how long it lasts. But dude, this is pretty fun. Like I said, the world is amazing. The features are cool. The feel in it is just great. And the land itself is just really cool to explore. So I think that's just everything just about everything that I wanted to ramble about. But dude, I've been having so much fun. Like, and just look at like these little areas. They're just so cool. Wait, let's just go here. Let's go midday. Dude, I just the area feel like for a desert, it feels so lively. But then you go into these areas, and it does feel deserty. You like got the sand dunes, and you're like, oh, dude, it does feel like a desert. But I just think it's so fantastic. Dude, I sound like that guy who's just like really jerking a game too hard. But like, I thoroughly enjoyed the whole playthrough of this game, and now it just feels like we get to do it again. Oh, dude, look at these stealth guys. Do they like ambush me? Dude, this is a cool zone. Oh, these are like the ghosts of the fallen warriors. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming there's a story quest that leads you here because everyone's here, and everyone doesn't just get here from exploring. Everyone gets to a place by doing a quest. So I'm just exploring ahead of my time. That is what we're looking at, guys. Once again, I know it sucks for those of you guys who don't have access to it yet, like myself, which really does suck. But, you know, in general, it's pretty exciting. So let's jump in here. Let's take these guys on. Like I said, all the enemies, they're just really well designed to add to the feel. It just has that savage, wild type feel to the enemies, and like for a desert, it's not something you think of like as being like a really welcoming type expansion setting, but I feel like they've nailed it. I do feel like they lied in the trailer when they said not a strand of grass can grow, because there's grass everywhere, but the grass does add character to it, so glad they put that in. So let's go ahead here, and once again, these chests, 30 gems. I think that's less than you normally get from any other zone. I think it's, isn't it? Or is it normally 30 from these ones and 10 from the little ones? I can't remember, but yeah, man, like tons of summons to go ahead and get. It's going to be an insane time. I can't wait to get it on my account. I'm going to shut up now, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.